Hello everyone. This is what's on my iPad video. It is gonna be chaotic. I have a lot of apps. I like to fill every nook and cranny with widgets, and so I have a lot of repeats, as you'll see. This little slide over here. I barely ever use this, except for the calculator. Here we go. This is my first page. I got weather, I got maps and iScreen, MD clock. These are all very cool widget apps. I don't subscribe to any of them. I just kind of use whatever I can for free. But yeah. And I kind of have on this first page my social media. I got movies, like streaming services, and kind of stuff I use a lot. Some manga, books, and kind of stuff I use a lot, but it's not like my fun page per se. I kind of got these, actually deleted a lot of these apps after this video. I think Pages is the only one I use, really, out of the Apple apps that comes on the iPad. Oh, and GarageBand. So yeah, this is my first page. Here's my second page, which is like my creative page. I got my art apps, video editing apps. Here I'm showing you some of the things I've created on Pixaki. I think that's how you'd say it. I was making BTS sprites. I think that's probably V with the blue hair. So yeah, that was really fun. I love pixel art. It's not something I'm super good at, but trying to improve every now and then when I kind of get back into it. Little doodles. This is my logo. Yeah, not a huge fan of this one. Oh, there's a typo. I gotta fix that. But I do like this section right here. I think that one came out pretty good. It's kind of cozy looking. There's a lot of things I could do to make it better, but I do like that section right there. I made a lot of these too when I thought that I was going to like NFTs, but then I ended up not really getting into it. But I was kind of making like a little series of animated little sprites, and yeah, here I think so. Yeah, I'm confused right here. I'm remembering that they were animated, and then there you go, figured out how to play it. Yeah, I was having fun. This must have been around Halloween. Maybe I was making little dressed up little guys. They're all pretty squishy. So yeah, that's really fun. And actually, a great thing about this app, all of this stuff transferred over automatically to my new iPad when I re-downloaded the app, which is something I really wish Procreate would do. Like, I didn't even think about it, honestly, while I was looking at it. I just opened it and all my drawings were there, which is so cool, because all of these I actually had worked on my previous iPad, and this is my upgraded iPad, which is the M4. It was all there, and that's really cool. So I really hope Procreate does something like that in the future. Maybe you can create a login or something, and all your art just transfers over when you download the app and log in. I think that would be really cool if they had their own like cloud. That would be really sweet. Yeah, Capture. I used to use this. I still do, I guess. Make a lot of stamps and textures and backgrounds, and sometimes if I'm just trying to vectorize something quickly, I'll kind of use this. It's a cool app. It's very useful. I don't really use concepts, but I got it just in case. Infinite Pro. I honestly, this app is very cool. It's not the easiest to draw on for me. So honestly, those videos of those artists that have insane detail, infinite zooming and zooming, like that is very impressive. This is kind of like my first attempt and I kind of haven't gone back since. I think this is probably more useful for note-taking and storyboarding or I don't know, brainstorming, things like that. It definitely feels more like a note-taking app than an art app. But honestly, yeah, it just makes those guys that I've seen on Instagram, makes their art so much more impressive because I struggled. I'm struggling just to zoom in over here, as you can see. But yeah, very cool app. I think that was $10 in the App Store when I got it. But see, as you can see, my background is chaotic. Everything is chaotic, and I don't know. I guess I like that. Here's VizRef. I use this a lot for collecting images for drawing references. It really comes in handy. Affinity Photo. Don't use it a whole lot. Also, that kept confusing me. That is not a subscription pop-up. It's just a one-time purchase, but it gives you like a year, not a year, like half a year of free usage. I'm also a little confused because I'm pretty sure I purchased these apps in the past. Could have been a different Apple ID account, I'm not sure. Anyway, VLLO, the one with the fish, that's what I use for editing my apps. I believe it's a Korean app. Don't really use LumaFusion. Canva is there. I don't really use it that much either. So yeah, I messed up here. I didn't show all those apps back there, but I don't use them a whole lot. There's like music apps, and that app I opened, it was needing some type of login, so I gave up on that. So my bad. Here are all these widgets on the side. I think they're very fun. I love them, especially the little animated little guys. Those are so cute. So here's my game screen. So that ice screen Pac-Man is actually cool. You can actually play it on the widget like that. Stardew, one of my all-time favorite games. Still have not gotten too far in it. I've had to restart a couple times. Again, when I updated my iPad, totally spaced. Had to restart. I should have just been playing it on my Switch. Terraria is great. Here I am also realizing that I lost my progress. Guys, that's something that I did not really fully think about when I upgraded my iPad. Here's Minecraft. Not too good at this game. I've always lightly dabbled in it over the years. I've never fully done a deep dive playthrough of this game. It's really fun. I think it's a lot of fun, and here I am getting pretty carried away. I'm trying to find my house, and I don't know how to find my house. It's such a good game, and I'm glad that on the iPad it finally has a more full version of the app. It's not like the dumbed down version that it used to be. I don't have a PC, but from what I've noticed is it's much more like a PC version of Minecraft, which is very cool. And keyboard and mouse is a really fun way to play it. Honestly, they did a good job with that. Cozy Grove. Again, I'm a huge game dabbler. I don't know if that's even a term, but I like to download a lot of games and think about when I'll play it and how fun it'll be, and then maybe I'll open it once or twice and think that it's a great game, but I don't really get super sucked in a lot of times, and it's usually because I'm already playing multiple games. Right now I'm playing Stardew, I'm playing No Man's Sky and Hogwarts Legacy, and I feel like that's already too much. And so but yeah, every now and then I just I like being prepared. I have all these games. Like, what if I get really bored? What if I'm stranded somewhere? What if I'm stuck? I have all these games to play. And so I make sure I always have these games. Hades is great. I actually have barely played it on the iPad because I learned about it not too long ago. But I have it on the Switch and it's great, and it's the exact same game. And if you haven't yet, I would check out Netflix, the app, because they have a lot of good games on there. This being one of them, Cozy Grove. There's more that I'll show in a minute. And they're always adding. They have so many good games, honestly, and I love pixel art games. I think a lot of times they're superior to me. I think they're so aesthetically pleasing. And a lot of times the gameplay is exactly what I'm looking for. Like, there's a lot of cozy or hack and slash like this, and just in general I like looking at it. So there's my face. How embarrassing. I'm opening this app here for the first time while making this video. I downloaded it because it has, again, I love aesthetics. I mean, I think everybody does, right? Here I am, yeah, cyberpunk aesthetic. As soon as I saw that, I kind of was interested, and here I am kind of learning the game for the first time. It looks great. It plays really awesome too. I couldn't figure this part out because I was recording, so I wasn't like really reading what I was supposed to be doing. It took me a while there. Yeah, it kind of is like a little bit like a platformer, a little bit like Dead Cells, a little bit like Hades, I'm assuming, where like the levels are generated differently each time, and when you die you kind of have to restart, probably maintain some of your upgrades, things like that. But again, that's the extent of how much I've played that game, but that's on Netflix too. It looks really good. Here's Dead Cells. I love this game, but this sped up gameplay here was a little bit nauseating. This game is great. I hadn't played it in a while, so I was kind of like struggling, kind of forgetting how to do a couple things. And while this is happening, I got the PS5 controller connected, and honestly, like, it's so good. I turned it on, and I had Bluetooth connected at once, and now I just turn it on and it just automatically, you start pressing the buttons, the game immediately recognizes that you have the controller, and you just start playing like that. It just switches over to controller so easily, and it's awesome, honestly. Okay, Hyper Light Drifter. This is an awesome game. I've been kind of like playing it for honestly just a few minutes at a time, but for a long time. I'm probably not very far along at all in this game. It's actually pretty hard. I think I'm stuck and don't know what to do next, but I died, so that game is awesome. I would check it out. That game wasn't working, so I didn't open it because it wasn't logging into my Netflix like the other ones did for some reason. This is the first time I'm opening this game as well. I just kind of an app order. I'll see something, if it looks cool and it's free to download, I'll just download it. But honestly, this looks like it has a lot of potential. I don't know what's going on here, but it looks really cool, honestly. I didn't get past this little, beginning area of the game, and again, I was recording. I wasn't really taking the time to read stuff too much. I was just kind of trying to, show it off a little bit, and anyway, it looks really cool. I will have to actually sit down and play it, and maybe actually do the tutorial that I skipped. Loop Hero is really good. Playdigis, they have a lot of good games in the App Store, a lot of them in the Netflix app as well. This is a really fun strategy, idle, not so idle game. I love it. It has been a little bit buggy here and there, but also this was the first time I died in this game. I usually have been doing a really good job of planning my escapes without losing any of my items, but I did die that time. It's good and challenging. It's an interesting story. Love that game. Okay, Divinity Original Sin 2. This is like, I know it's been out for a long time, but playing it on the iPad M4 is the first time I've ever played this game, and it is so beautiful. This game looks so good. And again, I think I've only really, this is only like the second kind of like section of the game. It starts you off on the ship, finish that part, and then this is like where you continue the game next. And so I still have a lot of this game to go through. It's really good. Love it. It's a beautiful game, and it plays really well with the controller and the touchscreen too. Honestly, this is a game that is very, very well optimized for touchscreen, I would say. I think it got kind of stuck right there, which is unfortunate. What's next? Castlevania. This is a good game too. This is probably the second time ever I've opened this game on my iPad, but it's really fun. Old school Castlevania. It looks awesome. Yeah, I might have played this a little bit back in the day on Game Boy. I don't even know if it's this exact one, to be honest, but I didn't have a Game Boy. My friends and cousins did, and sometimes I'd play it. Alright, this is Binding of Isaac. It's a really good game. It's very hard. Again, dabbled in it a lot. This beginning story is really sad, so I skipped it. It's sad and, like, I don't know, it's very dark. It's a very dark game. But yeah, no, it's a hard game, and I just kind of always have had it on my iPad, and I'll, like, kind of play like that, die really fast every time. I didn't want to open all these. I think that, you know, maybe I'll make a different video just about games at some point. Love those games though, they're great. Into the Breach. This is another kind of strategy. I don't really know what to call it. It's very fun. Here I'm doing a terrible job. I haven't played it in a while. And again, just trying to show the game off a little bit, but not really taking the time to think about anything. That's a really fun game. I've spent a lot of hours on there. This is Rooms. This is brand new to me. I had just learned about it and downloaded it. Yeah, I haven't built my own room yet, but I'm excited to do that. But it's so cool. You just go around and you see what other people have built. I love this. Yeah, I gotta get into this app a little bit more, but it's very cool. There's a whole community, and it's a lot of creative people. This is awesome. This is just kind of like, I think some of the featured rooms. You can kind of like, some things are interactive. It's very cool. Can't wait to build mine. Probably make a little lo-fi room. What's next? See, I'm not going to open all these either, but TMNT Shredder's Revenge is the same one that's on the Switch as well. It's really good. A lot of these haven't really opened yet. Evil Land is very good. Bastion is really good. Haven't finished those either, but great game. Soda Dungeon, put some time into that on my phone before. Good games. Octopath Traveler, very good. And free, I think? Yeah, you know, Magic. I get in and out of Magic. Haven't played it in a couple months. Here's kind of more like casual games, but also all my emulator apps. This is actually just a website, and I just added the link to it on my home screen, but there's a lot of really fun old games on here, just free. Pretty cool. Web Arcade. There's a specific like gem dropping color like kind of matching old game I like to play on there. I forget the name of it right now. Oh well. Xbox apps. I actually deleted the Xbox one of those apps. Only one of them really works how I want. But here's my Delta emulator. Got a few games on there. This is awesome, honestly. I love emulators. I just wish that the website that I usually use wasn't... they've been having a lot of apps games not available, Vim's Lair, but I know there's a whole thing going on with emulation right now. I don't really know exactly anything like super deep about it, but something's going on. So this is just a widget page because, like I said, I like a lot of eye candy and chaotic things going on my screen. iScreen has a lot of good stuff. Yeah, you can add your own images to a lot of them, and Miko, I don't know how to say it, is great. They have really cool stuff there too. Here's my little pet kitty on the iScreen app. It's kind of a little Tamagotchi. I only ever tap it to pet it to make him happy again because I don't want to watch ads to feed him and for him to play. See, but now he's happy. And that is all. Well, I guess I have the bottom row now. A lot of apps. I know I have a lot going on. Not everybody likes that. People like more simple setups, but no, I think that's boring to me. I like to see a lot of things. I like to see my stuff on there. My desk has a lot of stuff going on it. To some people that might be distracting. I mean, I think it's a little distracting to me too, but it makes me happy. So lots of things. Pinterest, Procreate. Yeah, I always kind of have these apps side by side. I love Pinterest so much. I love Procreate. This is a little design I'm working right now of one of my pups. Eventually I'll make one of each dog. Here's my art. Took me a long time to transfer a lot of these because I wish they had a similar thing as Pixaki where you can just kind of log in and your stuff is all saved on there. But this isn't everything. I kind of just transferred some of the art from the past that I've created. A lot of stuff I left out that I just didn't care as much about, I suppose. But probably one of my most used apps. I do have phases, times where I draw a lot, times where I don't draw so much. But yeah, I like kind of having it side by side with Pinterest and just being inspired again. Looking at a lot of things all the time. It's just like that. Yeah, this is my bottom screen here. Okay, I think that's everything. Games, arts, and yeah, social media and movies and books. Thank you for watching. I hope that it was enjoyable. I wasn't sure if I was just gonna do the subtitles or the voiceover. So it's a little bit chaotic, but thank you so much for watching. Bye.